Hey there, my name is Rohit Kumar, and today we are going to discuss about another very popular technology that is going to be the future of communication is Internet of Things. So the Internet of Things says that there are so many numerous small size objects or the things in this world, and they are unable to communicate. So why not to join them? Means why not to connect all of them? And obviously IPv4 is not sufficient tool for that, so that's why most of the IoT devices use IPv6. So point is that nowadays we do consider that mobile is the small device or sort of means a different if you have some tablet or laptop, then you are thinking that these are mobile things. No, these are mobile, but they are not truly mobile. Still you have some sort of discomfort to take them from here to there. So suppose if every small thing like your shoe, like your cap, like your belt, like a pacemaker on the chest of a patient, similarly like the sensors, those are installed in your home for different sorts of activity. Everything is connected with each other. So think you are ordering something from your mobile, means you are saying that switch off lights, and the lights of your home are switched off. Then you are coming to home, then a sensor at the top of your door automatically detects your face and opens the door. So point is that if everything, every sensor that is installed in your hall, in your community or in your society or in your city, if it is intelligent in itself, if it helps it to recognize things, if it helps it to collect the data, analyze the data, and process the data efficiently, then suppose so many different sorts of sensors are distributed across the city, and every sensor is working in its fullest intelligent fashion, then it will be kind of dream, because every service will be so quick, corruption will be almost nil, because everything will be tracked and analyzed down, and it will be almost impossible for culprits to escape from this whole web of technology. So coming to the impeccable benefits, there are so many benefits from Internet of Things, because everything will get connected to Internet and information will be available on the fingertips. Now, what is it? And how does it function? What are the related key domains or the key subfields where you can explore and start your research? So let me tell you that Internet of Things embeds different sorts of sensors, softwares, and the related technology to for a single purpose, and that purpose is just to connect the things. And things are what? Things are the small, low power, resource constrained devices. Okay, these are not the well established computer, because those are already connected to internet and they have no need to get connected in other fashion. Okay, so things are the small things, small power or the resource constrained device, and we are the focus of internet of things is to connect them with the internet. Okay, now coming to that, what are the different sorts of benefits? And because when we say that internet of things is going to change the future, so it is going to enable different sorts of technologies like ubiquitous computing, and the very potential use of embedded system will come into picture, and different sorts of technology like machine learning, deep learning will enhance it. Not deep learning, I'll say, because the devices are resource constrained, so they'll not be able to handle the load of deep learning algorithms, but still machine learning will be part of the intelligent configuration of IoT, and so many other different domains will assist, like the wireless sensor network, automation industry, etc. Okay, but what are the different sorts of applications? So let me tell you that if you have the home security systems in your home, then it will be completely fully automated. If you have some sort of monitoring system in your society, then it will be full of automation, and it will be full of so many different types of sensors that it will automatically give you alerts. Again, to make the alerts way better, means to reduce the possibilities of false positive or false negative, you may incorporate the concept of machine learning, etc. Okay. Additionally, wherever the concept of privacy and security comes, the role of IoT technologies becomes very important. And as we do know that security is a vertical aspect and gets applied at almost every layer of any architecture or any protocol stack, then obviously you can imagine the role of IoT in future. So the industrial academics, government systems, private institutions, every sort of body is coming forward for the active deployment of Internet of Things, because people are realizing and they do understand that what sort of change Internet of Things can bring to this present world and the present era of research. Okay, so now coming to that, if we are talking so prominently that what is its current presence, means how many different people, how many different researchers are exploring it. So as of some of the statistics available at my side, I will try to convince you that why you should go for Internet of Things. So as of now, more than 170 plus countries are actively involved in the research of Internet of Things, and more than 80,000 plus researchers have been exploring this domain. Additionally, some of the institutions which are involved in the active research of Internet of Things include the Vellore Institute of Technology, VIT University, most of the Indian institutes in India. And if I say most of the, then some might be working at the very abstract level, some might be working at the deep level, but IIT Kharagpur is actively involved. IIT Delhi is exploring the concept. IIT Mumbai is on the verge of exploration. Then coming to the foreign exposure, then University of California system, King Saud University, Wuhan University, the University of Texas system, University of London, then Comsats University Islamabad, Chinese Academy of Sciences, French National Center for Scientific Research, etc. So many institutions are actively working. So you can imagine that what sort of research community is available internationally as well as locally, and you can go for active research in this particular domain. In India, most of the people are on the traditional research directions, but they are continuously exploring their scope, and they are moving in the different directions like software defined networking, Internet of Things, and deep learning is obviously an extended form of AI. So that is also common nowadays, but AI has been quite a popular choice since long. Now coming to the discussion that what are the related uh, topics or the kind of domains where you can explore your research possibilities with respect to Internet of Things. So let me tell you that there are so many different use cases, and most common is a smart healthcare platform. So there, if the hospitals have different sorts of sensors because they need to monitor the progress of patients. So all these sensors can automatically talk to each other, can send or receive signals, and in this way, the monitoring as well as the health checkup of patient becomes very simple. So smart healthcare is a very powerful use case of IoT. Additionally, the smart city, if you have the smart transportation, smart signaling, smart electric means system, means smart grids, and all the things are smart, then obviously the smart realization of a smart city comes into picture. And in this different sorts of the IoT modes, or you can say the IoT nodes will come into picture like Zigbee, LoRaWAN, Wi-Fi modules, and some sort of technologies relating to the very fine edge of the network, like edge computing will come into picture, because most of the things will be done by the sensors only. Now, when you say that these sort of things are possible, then what it will make the impact at the common day-to-day life of a human being? Then smart home is the most important use case, because it will change the very basic definition of homes. Everything will be automated in terms of electricity consumption monitoring, as well as the smart playhouses, as well as if you say the smart alert system, smart security system, smart you can say the not I'll say smart means, okay, you can want to say smart, but say intelligent gardening is possible, because the moisture, soil sensors, humidity sensors can make your gardening way smarter or intelligent than it is in its current form as of now. Additionally, machine to machine communication, 5G, 6G, because 5G, beyond 5G and the 6G, these sort of topics are being discussed nowadays. And in future, definitely the higher bandwidth will offer you a lot more data as well as a lot more communication speed, and in this way your communication will be seamless. So you will not realize that, because nowadays most of the people don't try to shift to technological applications, or these smart sort of applications seems bogus to them, because the communication speed is not there. But when the introduction of beyond 5G or 5G, or if 6G comes into implementation, these will be totally a cakewalk. Means it will be kind of just you are realizing that everything is happening in real. Okay, so now you can imagine that what sort of system, what sort of technology is going to come in future, and what will be the picture of this world. Okay, coming to the other technologies related to, so fog computing, cloud computing are very much popular as of now also, and these provide you the lot more services, because IoT is going to ultimately use internet of IoT is ultimately going to use the cloud computing or the fog computing, because the power constrained devices, means the things are not able to process everything locally, so they need to just send their request to clouds. Cloud will perform the heavy sort of things like the deep learning or the heavy signal processing sort of things, and every service will get delivered in the form of service as a means software as a service, or the service as a service, if I say. Okay, and then it will get delivered to the very basic layer of IoT, that is the physical layer. So coming to this particular ecosystem, you can imagine that every technology is assisting the development of other technology, and then the whole technological ecosystem will boom like anything. And there will be so many protocols like CoAP, Constant Application Protocol, MQTT, and the introduction of low power wireless area network, low power local area network, and the concept of smart devices. Then all these things will come into picture. And additionally, considering the introduction of so many different protocols and types of networks, the security will become an important thing. So the access control, monitoring, the false signaling, etc., will become very important. So now coming to the different sorts of bodies which are actively involved in this particular research of IoT. So let me tell you that the Natural Science and Engineering Research Council of Canada, National Institute of Aging Arts and Humanitarian Research Council, National Institute of Mental Health, then the European Commission, National Science Foundation, etc., have been continuously funding the project of IoTs, and they are actively involved in this particular type of research. Publications have been totally on surge, and they are having kind of exponential growth in terms of the research, and so many people are actively joining this movement of IoT, I will say, because in future the IoT will become a mass movement. Almost every technology will become part of it, and you will truly live the era of wonderful engineering. Coming to the journals, so I will say that MDPI sensor is very much related, because it is totally focused on the sensor related things, and sensors will be the key thing in IoT. Then the IEEE IoT journal is there, and it is recently introduced in 2013-14 only, but became very popular within a short span due to its wide acceptance tracks of papers. And then IEEE Access, IOP conferences, wireless personal communication, wireless communication and mobile computing, International Journal of Innovative Technology and Exploring Engineering, Applied Sciences, Security and Communication Networks, etc. And there are so many transactions also which are related. But the point is that whether it's conference or journal doesn't matter. If it is offering you some sort of information related to IoT, you can go and have a look of related information or the chances of publication. Now coming to the publishers, so the MDPI, IEEE, Elsevier, Hindawi, Springer, Taylor and Francis, YLA, Emerald Group, Ender Science, etc. are some of the top publishers, and you can explore more also, because I have listed only few. Okay, now when we say that so many different publishers are available, so many different journals are available, then what are the different institutes which are actively publishing? So let me tell you that French National Center for Scientific Research, Beijing University of Post and Telecommunication, IITs, NITs in India, as well as some top private universities like Vellore, SRM, etc. Wuhan University, University of Electronic Science and Technology of China, the University of London, Xinjiang University, Comsats University, Islamabad, etc. These are some of the world's top-notch universities, and they have put their research forward in terms of contribution, in terms of innovation. And if you want to explore more, these are only just a few of them. I have not listed, obviously, the very well-known Stanford, Harvard, the Carnegie University, etc., because they are by default are there, okay, because every sort of data in some form is being under active exploration. But obviously some of the institutes which are actively exploring, because in most of the big establishments the well-defined technologies are under research, as well as the new research groups are focusing on the new research domains. Similar way, slowly the IoT will become giant, and the dedicated research groups will come into formation at major universities also, as well as the minor universities. Now, coming to some of the related articles, because whenever we say that research is going on, then what are the some examples of related articles? So there are so many surveys and articles. So one example is a comprehensive survey on interoperability in industrial IoT, because IoT is going to change the face of industry also, and the industry will come in the form of industry 4.0. So many taxonomies, standards, as well as the future research directions, challenges have been discussed in this work. Additionally, coming to the other survey where the security has been considered in a fog environment. So there is a survey on privacy preservation in fog-enabled IoT, where they have shown that how the fog or the cloud computing is helping, because fog is just another form which is closer to the network, and it is related to IoT. So you can say a closer cloud to IoT, so which is fog-enabled IoT. And the another paper focuses on the assessment of routing attacks and mitigation techniques with RPL control messages. RPL is the routing protocol, and this particular routing protocol is used in IoT networks exclusively, but some sort of other networks, means the sensor network, etc., again can use it. And as IoT is a very big domain, so many interdisciplinary papers are there and interdisciplinary research domains are there. So don't always get confused that which particular field this particular topic or the research paper lies into. Okay, a paper, a research domain might lie in multiple domains, and that's why the concepts of interdisciplinary research comes into picture. Then the centralized, distributed, and everything in between related access control solutions for IoTs have been discussed in IAC computing survey, which is recently accepted in 2022. Then coming to the some of the other works, so a computer communication papers, which is a well-known journal of Elsevier, has discussed the softwareized management of 6G network for green IoT. So see here, the two major technologies like the 6G and the green IoT, because again, whichever technology you are using, your focus should be to go green. Okay, so if you are going green, then obviously it is going to help you to make a better world for living, and that's why green communication has been in focus nowadays. Now, the other work is ACM Computing Service Based, which discusses the design guidelines for cooperative UAV supported services and applications, where the authors have discussed that how you can design the cooperative UAV based systems and their related applications. So means so many different sorts of endless applications are there. A special issue on security and privacy in Internet of medical things have also been discussed in computer communications. So you can see that whether it's a industry environment, whether it's a medical environment, whether it's academia, whether it's some sort of UAV system or something like that, so many different use cases are available. Okay, so let me make you sure that this IoT field is going to be the future of next futuristic networking, or you can say the next futuristic word of communication. And if you become part of it, definitely you'll explore so many ground related, means a physical layer related key technologies, as well as you will come across the so many cyber things. So in this way, I should say that it is going to use so many different aspects of cyber physical systems altogether. Okay, so you should go for it if you have an interest in these sort of things. I'm going to stop this video. Please tell me that what are the things that you didn't like about this video, what are the things that you liked about this video, and if you think that we could have improved this video way better, including some of the things, please comment down below. Please criticize the video. Thanks for watching it, and happy learning.